Good morning, class. This morning, we'll be taking up our TLE Cookery subject. But before we will take up our new lesson, I have here pictures on the screen. Okay, so what have you seen in the picture? What have you observed? Okay, very good. The picture depicts food. What else? The picture depicts selling. Another. The picture is depicting a business. Very good. Okay. So this morning, we will be discussing all about the picture and calculating the cost of production. But before that, we have our objective to be obtained. So at the end of the lesson, the students are expected to discuss the principles of costing and compute the cost of production. Okay, so first, we will take up the first objective, which is the principles of costing. So can you read? Okay, so in a food industry or business, you need to be acquainted with the total cost of the product before you will sell it. To calculate the cost of production, you need to know the total cost of your ingredients along with how each of ingredients is used in a recipe. So this is important to know how much a product costs you. And aside from the principles of costing, we will have to consider several things. Okay, so these are the things to be considered in calculating the cost of production. 1. Markup. 2. Selling price. 3. Purchase cost. 4. Yield. And the last one is the total cost. For you to understand all these considerations, I have to define each one of them. Okay, let us define markup. What is markup? Okay, markup is the difference between the selling price of a product and its cost in production. It is also added into the total cost incurred by the maker of a product in order to cover the cost of doing business and create a profit. The second one is the selling price. So it is defined as the price of the product being sold. Then the purchase cost is all the expenses for purchasing the material and make the material to become saleable. Another one is the yield. It is the amount of usable product after it has been processed. And the last one is the total cost of food production. So to better understand the considerations, I have here example. But before we can calculate the markup and the selling price, we should know this formula. Okay, in calculating the peso markup, we will just subtract the selling price to our purchase cost. But if our selling price is not given, markup can be calculated through total cost multiplied by the imposed percentage. Then, the percentage markup we will calculate by dividing the peso markup by the selling price. The total cost is, you just add all the ingredients present in a given recipe. Then the selling price, the total cost, just add the peso markup, then the result shall be divided into the number of yield. Okay, let's proceed to our example number 1. Okay, the problem is, given the following recipe and its estimated cost, compute for the total cost and impose markup, 50% markup to determine the selling of your product. Your yield is 24 servings. So out of that ingredients, what is the recipe to be cooked? Okay, very good. The recipe is chicken adobo. So out of that recipe, you have these ingredients. 1 kilo chicken, 1 head garlic, 5 tablespoons soy sauce, 1 teaspoon black pepper, 1 cup vinegar, and 1 or 2 tablespoons cooking oil. So you are given all the cost of the different ingredients. All you have to do is to look for the total cost, the peso markup, and the selling price. Do you get the correct answer, class? Okay, let us check. Okay, do you have this same computation with me? Okay, very good. So our total cost, we just add all the cost of the different ingredients. Then the total will be 215 pesos. To get the peso markup, the formula is total cost plus the 50%, which is our imposed markup. And because our selling price is not given, for our selling price is the what is asked in our problem, our formula to be used is this formula. So our answer for the peso markup will be 107.50 pesos. So to solve for our selling price, because we have now our total cost and our peso markup, our selling price will be the total cost plus the peso markup over the number of yield. Then we just substitute the value, the 215 pesos plus our peso markup, which is 107.50 pesos, over our number of yield, which is 24. So we arrive at the answer of 13.4735, or we round it off to 13.50, which is our selling price. So do you get the answer, class? The correct answer? Okay, very good. Okay, so let us proceed to our assessment. Okay, in your assessment, you will be given the recipe fish tinola and its estimated cost. Compute for the total cost and impose a 50% markup to determine the selling of your product. Your yield is 12 pieces. Okay, you have that ingredients of fish tinola, which is 1 kilo bangos, 1 piece onion, 1 piece bell pepper, 1 piece medium-sized ginger, and 2 stalks spring onion. Okay, so all your answers will be written in a 1/2 crosswise. Okay, then your assignment for tomorrow, you research on how to calculate the percentage markup based on selling price. Write your answers on your TLE Cookery notebook. Okay, any questions, class? Okay, very good. So that's it for today, and good day.